What up, world? It's BK here. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever bought a junky, crusty, rusty car and it came with a fan shroud that was all cut up and destroyed? Yeah, what do? You spend $150 and get a new one? Probably. Maybe. Maybe you spend 300, 400. Maybe you go to the junkyard 30 times and can't find one. In this junkyard tips today, what we're going to try to do is use TinkerCAD TPU and a 3D printer. Just keep it simple and try to fill this circle. So I'm gonna measure it and then we're gonna jump into TinkerCAD. 2.5 inches.
After you go to TinkerCAD.com and you're at your dashboard, click Create, 3D Design, go ahead and use the cylinder. And then here you can see, clicking on this square, it will show you that this is 1 inch tall and that it's 1 inch wide. So we need to be 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, so that gets us that nice circle material we want. And this intersection is 0.25. Now we have, a nice flat little disc here. And what we want to do now is kind of duplicate it. So you can Control Z, Control V, and then when you're messing with the shapes, you can see the squares will allow you to adjust the sizing, and then the black squares will let you manually adjust the sizing. But these cones will let you adjust the position. Essentially, we're going to be making a sandwich where we have these three pieces sandwiched between each other. The top and bottom pieces will be a little bit larger, so that way it can fill out the hole, and then the center piece will be exactly the size of the hole. So what we want to do here is lower it quite a bit, like 1/8, if not less than 1/8. So let's go 0.1. We want it to be pretty small, and then we're gonna just increase this by 2.6. If you Control D, it'll duplicate the item, and that puts it exactly in the same spot. If you Control C, Control V, it'll go in a different location, which is weird, and I don't like that. So now you can see we have this little disc piece, and because we're printing this in TPU, it should be a bit squishy. So the idea is that we'll kind of bend it into the hole, and that should plug the fan shroud. So if we were just to try to print this like how it is, it's going to try to print 3 distinct pieces. So what we want to do is select all of it, and we want to, I think it's this one, group. Yep, now it's one piece, and we can click the export button. So we want an STL. Now that it's downloaded, go ahead and open it in your slicing program. I use Ultimaker Kira. We want to make sure that we have all of our settings right. So we want to do standard TPU. We want the standard quality, and our layer height is 0.2. This is for TPU specifically. You don't really want to go any smaller than that. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and slice.
Let's let this thing do its work and we'll check on it later. Okay, here we go. What we have here is our flat puck-like thing with the middle cut out. If I were to redo this, I would make a support structure in the middle so you don't get the stringy thing. You can cut it out. Now let's just plug the hole. There you go. Now you got yourself a little plug. I'm considering making a video on how to weld plastic. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the like button. If this video gets 100 likes, I'll make that video. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.